40,000 years ago, somewhere in the Siberian steppe, a blizzard is howling at -40 degrees. Your tribe is huddled inside a shelter made of mammoth bones, shivering violently to generate heat. Your teeth are chattering, but you feel a strange warmth spreading through your neck and shoulders. You don't need to shiver. You carry a mutation on a gene called UCP1. It controls your brown adipose tissue, commonly known as brown fat. While your companions must burn energy by shaking their muscles, your body bypasses this. Your brown fat acts like an internal furnace, burning lipids directly to generate pure heat. By the time you are an adult, you will sleep on the frozen ground without a fire. You will spend your nights warm, while others freeze to death in their sleep. Every morning, the elders watch you step out of the shelter, steam rising from your skin. You are now the apex predator. 20,000 years ago, somewhere on the Beringia land bridge, there's no green in sight. The world is a white desert of ice and wind. For months, the only food is raw seal blubber, mammoth fat, and frozen fish. The other hunters eat and grow sluggish. Their livers struggle to process the pure fat, and their energy fades. But you feel light on your feet. On the next ridge, you see a group of Neanderthals hunting. They are stocky and strong, but they look exhausted. Their bodies are built for short bursts of power, but they cannot sustain themselves on this high-fat diet during the long winter. They watch you pass silently. 2 hours later, you track down a giant short-faced bear that is starved to death in the snow. You carve out its fat. On your way back, you pass the same ridge. The Neanderthals have not moved. You carry a mutation on a gene called CPT1A. It changes how your liver processes fatty acids. Instead of slipping into dangerous ketosis or suffering from high fat levels, your body instantly converts animal fat into clean, usable energy. You can survive on pure fat for months. The Neanderthals can't. They and all the other hominids who didn't get this mutation are still on that ridge. They will stay there, and then they will be gone. Every human alive today who settled the Arctic is descended from the ones who could eat fat. You outlast every animal that needs green plants to survive. You outlive every predator that cannot digest the cold. But 20,000 years from now, when your descendants stop hunting and start eating processed seed oils in front of screens, the same gene will make it incredibly difficult for them to lose weight. But right now, in the frozen tundra, it just keeps you alive. You are now the apex predator. 35,000 years ago, in the glacial valleys of what is now modern France, a mile-high sheet of ice looms on the horizon. The dry Arctic wind carries tiny ice crystals that slice through skin like glass. Your cousins who recently arrived from the warm southern lands have skin that cracks, bleeds, and gets infected in the dry cold, but yours does not. You're 15 years old, and your skin is pale and tough. Today, it's mammoth tracking day. There's a herd moving through a narrow gorge 10 miles from camp. The wind is so cold it freezes sweat instantly on your face. The strongest hunter in the tribe goes first. He's brave, but the dry wind splits his lips and cheeks, leaving him bleeding and blind from the glare of the snow. He decides to turn back empty-handed. Another man tries, and another. They all return with frostbitten faces. Just as your tribe is ready to give up, you step forward. You quickly reach the open valley where the wind is strongest. Your skin holds. By the time you reach the herd, your face is numb, but your skin is unbroken. You track them, bring back the location, and that night your tribe eats. You carry a segment of DNA inherited from an ancient encounter with Neanderthals, sitting on a gene called BNC2. It regulates your skin cell development. It makes your skin barrier significantly thicker and moisture retentive, protecting you from extreme wind burn and moisture loss. 35,000 years from now, your descendants will still inherit your pale, tough skin to survive the northern winters. But right now, in the glacial valleys, it just makes you the only human alive who can face the freezing wind without breaking. You are now the apex predator. 30,000 years ago, high on the freezing Tibetan plateau, you were born as a normal baby. At least that's what your tribe thinks. But you don't get tired like the other children. By age 5, your siblings gasp for air when running up the hills. You just keep running. The tribe leader looks at you and wonders why you don't tire. He's seen the mountain sickness claim many children. They never make it past their teenage years. When you are 12, you join the high-altitude hunt. You see the hunters spread out and struggle in the thin air. You see the mountain goats leap effortlessly across the cliffs. On the way back, you carry a heavy load of firewood up the steep slope while the grown men stop to catch their breath. You carry a mutation on a gene called EPSA1. It tells your body to manage oxygen differently. While normal human blood thickens dangerously with red blood cells at high altitudes, leading to strokes and heart strain, your gene keeps your blood thin while optimizing how your tissues use oxygen. Your tribe's hearts will wear out from the thin air. Yours will not. Within a few generations, every child on this plateau will be your descendant. Eventually, one of them will sit in a warm room and watch a video about you. 30,000 years from now, the same gene that allowed you to breathe on top of the world will be studied by scientists trying to understand how humans survive the impossible. But right now, in the frozen tundra, it just makes you the only animal alive who can run where the air doesn't exist. You are now the apex predator. Your ancestors survived a global ice age, freezing blizzards, and a diet of raw mammoth fat, just for you to complain when the thermostat is set to 68 degrees, you absolute gooners. Is this what you want? You should know that you are making it so hard for me to make videos with one hand.